what's up, tomorrow people? I'm back with a new First Thoughts, and that's going to be about the Supergirl trailer, and pretty excited about this, and I was looking forward to them popping it off, and it did not disappoint. So, before I begin, I want to start with a little side note. The day after it premiered, I was looking at YouTube stuff with Lindsay, and she was just floored when we came across a few videos about it. And one video was from, I think, the Nano Cut, and she couldn't believe that somebody spent 24 minutes talking about this 2-minute teaser. And I'm like, I've seen people spend a long amount of time on like a 2-minute, 1-minute teaser for one of these things. I don't think I'm gonna hit 24 minutes though, but we'll see where we end up. So anyway, let's go with the Supergirl teaser, and this of course is starring let's see, Millie Alcock, who has already been appearing in the first Superman film, and Lobo is cast by finally perfectly as Jason Momoa. We're correcting that mistake. He should have been Lobo from day one. So here we go. This is written by, have to excuse me if I don't get the name quite right. I haven't heard it pronounced out loud. Anna Nigrella, and directed by Craig Gillespie. Now, pretty excited about this, and it is loosely based on Tom King's Woman of Tomorrow, where Kara has been dealing with depression and frustration by just going out to planets with red suns and getting drunk and, you know, mixing it up and such. And that's kind of what we're doing here. I really enjoy this aspect of Kara that we've been seeing. You know, it's kind of been a thing for her for decades, of her just kind of being trying to find her way now that she has come to Earth, and her whole reason for being is just null and void because she got here late, and Superman, Kal-El, is all grown up and he's actually the adult instead of her. So that's kind of got to be really shitty for someone, especially since she was older. She was like, depends on where we go from here. Will she be a teenager or at least a child? She will have some memory of Krypton and a life of that's been destroyed, where he was a baby, so, you know, he had no memory of Krypton, so he didn't have to deal with that. So various different incarnations have Kara dealing with this in different ways, you know, and either positive or negative ways. So I'm kind of excited to see a more kind of like slumming it, screwed up version of this. And this is going to be, I believe, like a nice balance between the very positive James Gunn Superman film, where she even has a line that, you know, Superman sees the good in everybody, and I see the truth. And that, to me, with one line, tells me the viewpoint of this character and how we're going to approach things for this story. And of course, like I said, we got Lobo, and I am very excited that we get to do it. We get to actually kind of correct, I apologize, this mistake of casting. Like, Momoa was such a pitch perfect Lobo, and casting him as Aquaman was just, I don't understand that choice. So I'm glad we get a do-over on it. That's amazing. I'm so unused to actually getting a do-over with these sort of things. So I'm very excited to see how he handles the role as, you know, they encounter each other. I haven't yet read Woman of Tomorrow. It's on my wish list now. I'm going to be reading it sometime before the movie comes out, so I'll have a better understanding of what they're adapting or loosely adapting. So I'm not going to be too hardcore if it's not like a perfect adaptation. It seems to be the way a lot of these films, that they do like an inspiration and take pieces of arcs and stories and kind of do their own thing, which I'm okay with. And I think this has been well established, and in some cases I think it's been an improvement. Like, I really do believe, like, the Civil War film with Captain America is a vast improvement of the comic it's based on. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe it might be like a true adaptation. We'll see about that. I am really excited about her performance. I am not familiar with her work. I know she's been in a Game of Thrones type of series. I'm not a Game of Thrones guy, so I'm not familiar with her work. But she's kind of nailing this persona that they're doing, and I'm very excited to see. It looks like we're going to be dropping. It looks like pieces of Krypton. We're going to be seeing a little bit more of the origin, which I think is a really good idea of not revealing that stuff in Superman, because it's very well established, and actually piecing it through other films and media. Like, we'll get probably more in the Supergirl film, which actually makes sense because she has more of a personal stake in that than he did. And maybe in future Superman films, Justice League films, whatever we do, we'll see a little bit more of that. That's really nice to kind of sprinkle it throughout instead of just hitting us at once. It's unnecessary. We've already done that a couple of times. So I am pretty excited. I don't have too much really to give, except I'm just loving the tone of it. It's nice that it's a space adventure. It kind of breaks Supergirl out of the norm. We get to continue to have Krypto in the film. Like I said in my Superman review, it's amazing that filmmakers and creators were so afraid to use Krypto. They were embarrassed, without realizing that he is an amazing mascot character to use in your films to lighten things up, as well as also kind of like he's a perfect marketing tool. Like, everyone loves dogs, for God's sakes. And like, it's a fun, and also it's a fun characteristic that they went with a more like bad dog kind of behavior and stuff like that. And the dog Krypto will mirror her behavior. So okay, I'm really kind of into it. So I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to see the 20 more trailers that this film will probably get until release mid-year. And I'm looking forward to seeing it. So I'm excited, my first thought. So, hey, what did you think of Supergirl? Leave me a comment below. That stuff helps my algorithm. And you can also like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And for all things Manos, you can find me at several links: Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, Substack, Patreon. Speaking of Patreon, you can support this channel, just $1 a month, and Manos Publishing. All right, I think that's it for now. I don't think we hit 24 minutes, so push the button, Lindsay.